Hello students, in this audio presentation I will discuss with you business letters. As you know, there are some revisional changes in our syllabus in case of letter writing. After the change, we have business letters and official letters. So I would like to discuss business letters with you all in this particular audio presentation. But before I go on explaining some of the solved samples of business letters, let me actually explain it a bit so that you can get an overview of what I am actually trying to say. So, business letters, introduction and informations. A business letter is different from a personal letter in form, tone and content. This is the very important point, dear students. A business letter is totally different from a personal letter, not only in structure but in tone and also in content. In personal letters, we may follow an informal, friendly or personal tone, content or style. But business letters demand a formal and matter-of-fact treatment. In case of personal letter, we can follow an informal style also. Even our tone of writing it might be friendly or might be a bit personal also, but business letters strictly demand a formal and matter-of-fact treatment. These letters are generally firms and enterprises, so they must be simple and systematic, brief and specific in content, and formal in treatment of the subject. Now, one thing for sure we have to remember every time, that business letters are mainly for commercial purpose. I am repeating one more time, dear students, what I told right now. Business letters are mainly for commercial purposes. So it should be systematic, it should be brief, it should be specific to the point. Commercial correspondence occupies an important role in the modern world of commerce, trade and industry. Commercial correspondence plays a very important role in this modern world of trade and commerce. We all know about it. So students are advised to master the art and craft of writing good business letters. Now, it is the responsibility of the students to actually practice more and more and to be well acquainted with the style, the form and the content of a business letter. Now, that was the intro part related with the business letters. Now, you have to remember some points. These points are very important. While you will write a business letter, these points are very, very important. So, let me highlight those points. Point number one, be brief, clear and to the point. While you are writing a business letter, keep this in mind that you have to be very clear, very brief and to the point. Unnecessary things must be avoided, because I already told you in the information part that previously today only, that it is mainly for commercial purpose, and so it should be very brief, exactly to the point, and the primary focus will be on the subject matter. That is the main thing. Point number two, use separate paragraphs for separate topics. So paragraph change is very important. Separate paragraphs for separate topics, it should be done. The first para should indicate the theme of the letter. The intro part, the first paragraph, what is the theme of the letter, it should be clarified in the very first paragraph. Next point, make a factual statement of facts. The facts should be clearly been stated. Next one, use simple and direct language. The language should be simple, it should be direct. Avoid the use of long and high sounding words and ambiguous construction. No need of ambiguous constructive sentences. No need of bombastic or long sentences. The business matter should be discussed in very simple and direct language. Point number 6. Even while lodging a complaint or making criticism, you should be polite and charming. Now, suppose you are about to criticize that any commercial firm, maybe the delivery date already passed by, still you haven't got the product and all those things. While you are criticizing or lodging a complaint against anything in a form of a business letter, remember one thing: your way of writing or your way of speaking, it should be very polite and it should be charming at the same time. Point number 7, avoid commonplace and clumsy expressions. Clumsy expressions, commonplace, clumsy expressions should be totally avoided. Number 8, use a proper layout. Proper layout, the structure should be proper, the format should be proper. A proper layout is very necessary. Point number 9, extra space should be left behind between different sections and paragraphs. Extra space should be given, should be left behind while you are changing from one paragraph to another one. There should be a spacing in between. That is what I am trying to say. And point number 10, omit punctuation marks in address and date. A comma may be put after the salutation. Punctuation mark must be avoided while you are writing the address or the date, or address and the date. At that time there should not be any punctuation marks. You should omit the punctuation marks. A comma, you may give a comma after the salutation. Now these are the 10 rules that you have to follow while writing a business letter. 3 most important things that you will follow, that separately I have given. 3 most important things that you have to follow. So let us come to that. That is, you can say 3 golden rules also. First one, suitable format. The format must be suitable. It should be appropriate. The proper layout or the format should be very specific. It should be very appropriate. Point number 2, well organized content. The content must be well organized. And point number 3, appropriate language. The language must be very appropriate, simple, clear and to the point. What I am trying to say is that language must be simple, clear and to the point. No bombastic use of language should be given, and no long sentences must be used. It should be no ornamentation in order to showcase your power of writing in a very tough manner. Not needed. Simple, to the point, well focused. So ultimately the bottom line is that appropriate language must be used, the content must be well organized, and the format must be suitable, to the point. Everything must be to the point. The format also, the proper layout must be specific and correct. Then the content that you are about to write, you are writing, it should be well organized. And finally, proper and appropriate language, simple, lucid but clear and well focused on the matter or the topic must be used. So dear students, that was the intro part related with business letter that I discussed with 10 important points and 3 golden rules also. Along with that, what is business letter all about? So dear students, listen to this audio presentation, and if there is any doubt, kindly clarify. Thank you students. Thank you all.